guys, welcome or welcome back. In light of everything that has been happening recently, today's video is going to be not slightly, very different to that I have put out so far. But because we are a tea channel, I have seen on numerous tea Instagram accounts, people are asking for recommendations on black owned tea companies and tea shops. So while I am discussing my own white privilege and my life experiences, I will be drinking a tea from TbyDaniel. And this is a Canadian owned company, and Daniel is a person of colour, and he's so friendly and so nice. I have had so many good experiences from their company, and just talking to them in general, they're just people. I mean, isn't that kind of the point of all the protests right now? That we're all just people? Why can't we just see it that way? Why did there ever need to be a reason that we needed to support specifically black owned companies? Why wasn't it always just companies? Why is there any difference between myself and anyone else of a different ethnicity? It boggles me. I can't put it into words why it is. And I'm going to try and keep this video fairly unedited. I want it to be real. Usually I would edit out all of my pauses, but I think when I'm thinking I need to be able to express the realness in this video for other people who may not have the same realizations or thoughts, feelings towards what's going on. I don't know why trying to record this is actually upsetting me, because I'm very clearly white. This isn't affecting me in a way that it is affecting people of colour. It just isn't. But I hate that there is so much inequality and injustice for people that aren't the same as I am. It just seems ridiculous. Anyway, what this video is, so I mean, I haven't shared much of my life experiences, who I am, what I stand for on this channel so far. So a quick backstory on me. I was brought up mostly in Norfolk, the UK, which is a farmer county. It is seen as a farmer county and people that are a bit dim. And we are majority white. There's not a huge, vast ethnic population in this county of the UK. However, colour has never meant anything to me. It's always seemed bizarre that it means anything to anyone. But it does, which is ridiculous. I'm going to spill my tea. Oh no, that was going to be a horrible pun in there. After I graduated from university, I had received my law degree, and I wanted to work within the charity sector. I wanted to bring equality to those who have suffered from violence, specifically domestic violence and child abuse. I couldn't get a job that I wanted. I didn't have any experience. So I kind of lost myself and went, fuck it, I'm moving to Ghana. And that is exactly what I did. I lived in Ghana, West Africa for 6 months. And quite honestly, it was the best time of my life. I have never felt more myself than surrounded by the Ghanaian people. They are beautiful people. Like inside and out, the majority of them have so little, and yet they're so happy and welcoming. And I don't see why we can't all just be that way. There is not a tradition, just a thing that they do in Ghana. When you have food in front of you, you say you're invited. Someone can come up to you and say, am I invited? Yes, share my meal with me. We are essentially a family. And I love that. And I love the meaning behind it and the love from people of sharing what little you do have. I hope I'm not sidetracking too much. I was working in a bar for a little while in Ghana, and I had a customer come up to me and call me racist. And I couldn't figure out why. I had chosen to live in a country filled with people of a different ethnicity to me. Chosen. Why would you think I'm racist? And it's been the last few days I've thought, well, why did he think I was racist? The only thing that we had an encounter between us, he asked for a straw and he was quite rude about it. And I told him to say please. And he got very mad. And I said, until you say please, I'm not giving you a straw. And he got out his lighter and threatened to set me on fire. And he got removed from the premises. But what in that encounter where he was threatening me, but I was refusing him a service, did something in his head go, this bitch is racist? And I have no idea. And I have no idea what his life experiences have been and what other white people may have done to him for him to have hated me so much in that short interaction. And that's really kind of saddened me. What has happened to this man to hate me for wanting him to say please? And I am not the victim in that situation at all. I have always found that story so funny. And it's only been recently that I've gone, it's really not that funny. What happened in that man's life for that to have happened? And I have lived in 6 countries: the UK, Ghana, Nepal, Australia, New Zealand, and Mexico. And I have travelled to almost 40 countries. And in nearly every country where the skin tone is different to that of my own, someone will say to me, I wish I was your colour. I wish I had your skin. And as a female white traveller, and I'm sure many other female white travellers out there can agree, they've gone, oh no, why? I would love to be your colour. And I've meant it. I have had a friend say, I wish I was your colour. Why? You are clearly beautiful. Why would you want to change to be me? I would love to have your skin tone, because growing up, to me, Christina Milian was perfect. Her skin was flawless and I loved it. But it never occurred to me that they wanted to be my skin colour because of the privilege that comes with it. To me, it was always just that in the media, it's mostly white. It's a huge whitewash. And I thought they've just seen so much white that they want to be white. It hadn't occurred to me that they wanted to be my tone because it meant life would be easier. And seeing every single one of those interactions that I have ever had, even with young children. I've volunteered in Nepal and Mexico to rebuild schools, and young children want to be my skin colour. They're not even fully formed with their opinions as humans, but they know that being me has more possibilities laid out for them than being themselves. And I hate that. I really hate that. What happened that suddenly one colour became better than the other? How does that work? And I don't know the answer to that. I had so many things lined up in my head that I wanted to say, and I can't now think of them and get them out. I can also hear little ducklings in the background, and it's very distracting. I have been extremely privileged in my life. I have gone to so many countries and seen so many things that I know wouldn't be available to other people. I visited the US back in 2014, and when I was about to board a flight, a military officer, I don't honestly know, stopped me and asked to look at my passport. I showed him, he flicked through, and he saw my stamp from Ghana, and he said, "What have you been there for? It's dangerous." And I was a little scared because he was holding a massive bloody gun, and I was also like a little offended. Why do you think it's dangerous? I love this country. I went there to volunteer. Obviously that's not what I said. I just said I was volunteering there. Ghana is actually one of the safest countries in Western Africa, which is why I chose that particular country. Why are you telling me it's dangerous? I doubt he'd even ever been there. That was his perceived notion of a country. It bothers me immensely when people just categorize Africa as one place. They just say Africa. It's a continent. It's filled up of 53, 54 countries. Okay, I'm not perfect, but it is so many places where that went wrong, and I feel like that says a lot about some people. To round this up, that I hope has at least affected one person out there to maybe see a little differently or act a little differently, or just appreciate their life and want to better someone else's, knowing how good their own is. This is something that has bothered me for a long time. Why am I called white? And why is black called black? You hold up a piece of white paper to me, I am not white. You hold up a piece of black paper to a black person, they are not black. We are all shades of brown. Mine is considerably lighter, but this is brown. And every person out there is brown. Just a different shade. And I feel like maybe I'll get some hate on that, but really think about it. Wikipedia says there are 5 different colours of people: white, black, red and yellow, and olive. Whatever colour you are perceived, I want to challenge you to get a piece of paper of that colour, or a piece of anything of that colour, and put it next to your skin. Right in front of me, this mug is white. That is not my colour. I saw a comedian make a joke about this, that he went to a homeware store and he went to the paint samples, and he was a black man and he'd been told that he was chocolate. I'm paraphrasing the joke. I cannot remember the exact words because this was years ago. And he went to this homeware store and he looked at all the colours and he found the colour that matched his skin. And he told us what that colour was. And it was obscure. It was a strange name of any old paint. But it wasn't black. Black is the absence of colour. White is the absence of colour. We all have colour pigments in our skin, except albinos. That is the only absence of colour, but they are not absence of a heritage. So maybe I would like to start that little challenge. What colour are you? What shade of this one colour that we all share are you? We are all different shades of brown on the outside. We are all the exact shade of red on the inside. We are the same people. Why aren't we treated as the same people? Why should we ever have to ask for our rights? Not me. I have my rights handed to me. I am a white British person. What right could you give me that I don't already have? And that's sick. Why should I be born with a set of rights that not everyone is born with? We're all the same. Am I not human? Are you not human? The only thing I'm not the same as is those ducks in my corner. They're a different species to me. If you are human, we are the same species, we are the same people. We should be treated as the same. The only reason a person should be treated different is from their actions. We're all born good. We're all born the same. Until you prove other, I will love you and respect you, and I stand completely with everything that's going on. Yes, it's horrible. Yes, it's harsh. It needed to be done. Peaceful wasn't working. Please wasn't working. Years and years of asking for their rights was not working. What is happening right now needs to be happening. Not necessarily right now, it needs to have been happening a long time ago, but it is happening now, and this should be the end of it. If you do not stand with everyone on this planet, what do you stand for at all? Really? I have not touched my tea at all. That was a lot harder to record than I thought it would be, and I don't know if this makes me look like a twat or if it actually gets across what I want it to get across. I'm not going to do my usual ending because it's not appropriate. I will just say I hope not that you're having a good day, that you are having a safe day, that you are appreciating what you have, and if you do not have what you feel like you should have, I am here until you get it. Alright. I hope to see you in another one.